We're going to talk about the cleaning and maintenance of a Sawyer squeeze. I just got back from a hike recently, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it out and do a little maintenance on it because it's going to be stored away until next spring. So before I go any further, I'm going to put out my little disclaimer. I'm not an expert at all on cleaning and maintaining this product. So it is very important you do your research. If you would, go to the manufacturer's website. If you have any questions, call them. They'd be glad to answer them for you. Or check out other videos. With that being said, let's get started. Some of the items we're going to be needing for this project are right over here. First thing we're going to need, of course, is going to be your bleach. Do not use scented bleach. If you use scented bleach, the scent actually puts a really nasty taste in the filter. Now, the Sawyer squeeze comes in a package, of course, with 3 water bladders and, of course, this big syringe. And we'll be using this on the project. Another thing, you need a container to put the parts in. Since I'm already cleaning my Nalgene water bottles out, I like to sanitize them before I store them away for a couple days or whatever. The Nalgene water bottle is going to work perfect for this project. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take the Nalgene water bottle, and you're going to want to use, I want to say room temperature water. Don't use scalding warm water or extremely cold water, and because it might damage the filter. I like to use about 1/4 of a cap of bleach. It doesn't really take that much to do what you need to do. Put that back in there. I'll go ahead and fill this up real fast. Okay, we got our water set and we're ready to go there. Put that in the center of the sink so it doesn't flop over on me. Next thing I do, when I hike, I like to keep these two separate. I keep one Ziploc bag, and I keep the water bladder in there. And then I keep the filter system, as you can see right here, in another bag. That way we don't have any cross-contamination. Okay, so we got our filter out. First thing I'm going to do is we're going to take, you see right here, this end part unscrews off. So we're going to take that off simply by unscrewing it. And of course I'm going to look in the filter, see if there's any debris in there at all, and I don't see anything. Now they have this little plastic cap on there, and the purpose of that is to keep debris from going in this hole. If we can get that little sucker off there. There we go. Now eventually I'll probably lose this cap. Instead of buying one from the manufacturer, the best thing to do is go to an auto parts store and buy these. What they are really is to close holes up in a vacuum line. Okay, so we're just going to drop that in the water. We're just going to let that guy sit in there. Now here is the other piece. If you notice this little, how it's got a perforated edge on there, you can hook this up to your water bladder, and I've seen a lot of people hook them up to their solar showers too. That way you have a continuous supply of water that you can filter. Now we're simply going to take this cap piece off. Now on this cap, if you lose this, you can get a water bottle cap will fit on there perfectly. I'm going to drop that little guy in there. And of course we got our mouthpiece right here, and he goes in there too. Now we got all those pieces in there. From this point on, there's really nothing else you can take apart on the Sawyer filter system. So what we're going to do is going to come over here, and I'm going to grab the syringe it comes with. Now, once again, if you lose a syringe, you can get one from either a pharmacy, a medical supply store, and I'm not sure if Wally World carries them or not. There's no telling. So we're simply just going to fill this up with the bleach water, and I'm going to mix this real quick just to make sure we got a good mixture going. Now we're just going to fill this up with bleach water. There we go. Get this little guy out of the way. Now the next thing we're going to do is, you see how the flow system on the filter goes through that way. That's where the water flows through. We are going to backfeed it. This will fit right here in the hole. See how the perforated edge is on there? And we're going to put it right in the hole. We are going to gently squeeze. You do not have to force the water through this thing. Now I'm going to repeat this process several different times just to make sure it's clean. The number of times you do this is totally up to you. I'm going to do it several times just to make sure. Let's do it one more time just to be safe, shall we? Now this is sanitized. I am not going to run clean water through there. I'm just going to let it sit with the water that's in it, because the bleach in there will help prevent the mold and parasite and all that other buildup that you can get in there for having water stored in there for long periods of time. Another thing I'm going to do is actually I'm going to let it sit open like it is for at least 48 hours or more. Of course, throughout the couple of days I will rotate it upside down and flip it around that way. The water will drip out of it. Okay. Now let's move on to the Sawyer squeeze bag. A lot of people have a problem with these things actually breaking, and the reason that is because you squeeze too hard and it blows the seams out of the side. We will be sanitizing this, but I want to teach you or show you a quick tip that I learned on accident. My 16-ounce bag blew out because I just got a little overzealous on my squeezing. This is just a 16-ounce water bottle. We all carry them, so you'll have one with you. It will thread in the back of the Sawyer squeeze. Now it's not a tight fit, but it is enough to run water through them. See that? So that works out pretty freaking good. That way if you get in a pinch, you just go ahead and grab your water bottle and filter, put it on that filter, and you can use it. Okay, let's get back to the bag now that I made a little bit of a mess. Clean that up. I'm simply just going to squirt a couple of cc's of bleach water in there, just to be a little bit on the safe side. Okay, we're done with that. Let's get this out of the way. Shake it around a little bit. Basically what I'm going to do with this now is I'm just going to hang it upside down to dry for a couple days, and I won't put the lid back on it when I store it. That way the air flows in there. Now one other thing you need to do is we got the syringe here. I'm going to open it up so this can air dry too. Now, if you want, you can run some more water through there. It wouldn't be a big deal. Just make sure there's no debris in the bag. Okay. One other thing, I'm just going to simply refill my water bottle, and I'll let these sit for 24 hours. Then I'll take them out, and of course we're going to set them upside down on a towel and let them dry for quite a while too, probably 48 hours or more. So basically I've killed two birds with one stone. I've cleaned out the Sawyer squeeze. I am sanitizing my water bottles and the souvenir bottle I bought in my last outing, and the water bladder. So everything now is cleaned and sanitized and ready for my next outing. Now, if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to put that down in the comment section. And like always, thanks for watching.